Charlie Munger once said that his system in life was to figure out what is really stupid and then avoid it. It did not always make him popular, but it certainly prevented a lot of trouble throughout his long and successful career. As we navigate through the unique challenges of 2026, this timeless wisdom is more valuable than it has ever been before. The world is changing at a rapid pace, and the global economy feels more volatile than in previous decades. It is very easy to get caught up in the complex strategies of how to make a lot of money quickly or how to chase the latest investment trend fueled by artificial intelligence. However, for those of us who have seen a few more seasons of life, the secret to true wealth is often found in what we choose not to do. Quality of life in our golden years does not come from a series of lucky guesses or hitting a jackpot. It comes from the quiet discipline of plugging the silent leaks that drain our hard-earned savings every single month. Today, we are going to look at 10 specific things that truly wealthy individuals never do, but that many people continue to do every single day without realizing the cost. These are not just financial tips, but a complete philosophy of life designed to give you back your freedom and your peace of mind. The first thing the wealthy never do is ignore what I call the subscription vampires. In this year of 2026, it seems like every single service has turned into a monthly recurring charge that never ends. From the apps on your smartphone to your premium health monitoring services and even your weekly grocery delivery subscriptions. These small charges of $10 here and $15 there are specifically designed by corporations to stay hidden from your conscious mind. The average household is now hemorrhaging over $1,500 every year on digital services they no longer use or have completely forgotten about. Wealthy people understand that these are not just small expenses. They are tiny holes in the bottom of your financial bucket that will eventually sink the ship. They perform a ruthless audit of their bank statements every 3 months, to ensure that not a single dollar is leaving their pocket without providing clear and immediate value. Think about what $1,500 could actually do for you this year. That could be a flight to visit your grandchildren, a new piece of equipment for your hobby, or a significant boost to your emergency fund. Stop letting these digital vampires drain your legacy and take back control of your monthly cash flow. The second thing that successful people never do is prioritize status over stability. We live in a world that is obsessed with the appearance of wealth and the validation of strangers on social media. It is so tempting to buy the newest luxury electric vehicle or the latest smart home gadget just to feel like we are keeping up with the neighborhood. But the truly wealthy know that objects lose their value the moment you take them home and sign the paperwork. They understand that a 10-year-old reliable vehicle gets you to the same destination as a brand new luxury car, but without the suffocating $500 monthly payment. In your 50s and 60s, your primary goal should not be to impress people you do not even like with money you cannot afford to waste. Your goal is to build a wall of financial security around your family that no economic storm can knock down. True status in 2026 is the ability to wake up every morning and decide exactly how you want to spend your precious time. The third thing the wealthy never do is invest in complex things they do not fully understand. With the rise of autonomous systems and confusing new financial products, there is a tremendous amount of noise in the market right now. You might hear exciting stories of people getting rich overnight from a new digital currency or a high-risk technology startup that promises to change the world. But remember that if you cannot explain how an investment actually makes money in 3 simple sentences, you should not be putting your retirement at risk. Wealthy individuals stick to what Warren Buffett calls their circle of competence. They prefer boring, reliable assets like broad market index funds that have stood the test of time through every recession in history. They know that a steady and predictable 7% return is far better than a 100% loss on a gamble they did not understand in the first place. Sophistication in investing is not about complexity. It is about the simplicity that leads to consistent results. The fourth thing that smart earners never do is ignore the power of phantom loads within their own homes. Energy waste is one of the most invisible and persistent leaks in a modern household budget. Devices that are plugged in but not in use are still drawing power and costing you hundreds of dollars over the course of a year. Wealthy people are not stingy or cheap. but they are incredibly efficient with the resources they have. They use programmable thermostats and smart power strips to ensure they are not paying to heat or cool an empty house while they are away. Simple changes to your home efficiency and habits can save you between $600 and $800 annually. That is money that should be staying in your pocket to grow, not being handed over to utility companies for no reason at all. The fifth thing that the truly wealthy never do is chase the quick fix or maintain a lottery mentality. Last year, millions of people spent billions of dollars on lottery tickets and gambling apps, hoping for a financial miracle to solve their problems. But wealth is not a miracle. It is a consistent habit that is practiced every single day. The wealthy understand that there are no shortcuts to long-term security and personal freedom. Even the most successful investors like Warren Buffett made over 90% of their wealth after the age of 50. He achieved this through the quiet and consistent power of compound interest over many decades. If you are looking for a quick fix to your financial worries, you are actually making yourself a primary target for scammers and predators. Instead of hoping for a lucky win, start focusing on the small and consistent moves that guarantee a victory over time. The sixth thing that wealthy individuals never do is let their money sleep in stagnant, low-interest accounts. With the significant inflation we are seeing in 2026, leaving your savings in a basic checking account is like watching your money slowly evaporate. Wealthy people ensure that every single dollar they own is actively working for them and earning its keep. They move their liquid cash into high-yield savings accounts or short-term treasury bonds, where it can at least keep pace with rising prices. They understand that money is a tool, and a tool that is not being used will eventually rust and lose its edge. Do not let your years of hard work go to waste by letting your savings sit idle while the cost of living continues to climb every month. The seventh thing that successful people never do is pay what I call the loyalty tax on their insurance and utilities. Most people stay with the same insurance company for decades simply because it is easier than shopping around for a better deal. But insurance companies often rely on this habit to gradually increase your premiums every year without you noticing. The wealthy know that spending just 30 minutes to compare rates once a year can put $1,000 back in their pocket almost instantly. They treat their insurance policies and service contracts like any other business transaction. They look for the best value, and they are not afraid to switch to a competitor if the mathematics of the deal makes sense. In 2026, being a well-informed consumer is one of the fastest ways to increase your disposable income without working extra hours. The eighth thing that wealthy people never do is skip the creation and maintenance of a $1,000 emergency fund. Life is unpredictable and full of surprises, especially in the current global economic climate. A broken appliance, a sudden car repair, or a minor medical bill can turn a good month into a financial disaster if you are not prepared. The wealthy keep a separate and liquid fund that is strictly dedicated to these unexpected emergencies. This is not money for investing, it is not money for shopping, and it is certainly not for vacations. It is your personal financial insurance policy that protects your long-term investments from being liquidated at the wrong time. Having this buffer changes your entire psychology and reduces your daily stress levels significantly. When a problem arises, you do not have to panic or reach for a high-interest credit card that will charge you 20% interest. You simply handle the situation with your fund and move on with your life as if nothing happened. The ninth thing that smart individuals never do is buy gifts out of mere social obligation or guilt. We have been conditioned by a powerful retail culture to believe that our love and friendship are measured by the price of the items we give. But the wealthy understand that clutter is not a gift. It is a burden on the person receiving it. Instead of spending hundreds of dollars on plastic items that will eventually sit in a dusty closet, they focus on creating lasting experiences. A shared dinner, a meaningful handwritten letter, or a contribution to a grandchild's education fund provides far more lasting value than another store-bought gadget. By breaking the cycle of obligatory gifting, you free up thousands of dollars that can be used to support the people you love in much more meaningful ways. Focus on the quality of the connection rather than the cost of the gift wrap. The 10th and most important thing that truly wealthy people never do is sacrifice their health for a higher bank balance. We often think of wealth only in terms of the numbers on a screen or the balance in a bank account. But in 2026, the ultimate and most precious currency is your physical and mental well-being. There is absolutely no point in having a massive retirement account if you are too sick or too exhausted to enjoy your time. Wealthy people view their health as their primary capital asset that must be protected at all costs. They invest their time and money in good nutrition, regular physical exercise, and consistent preventative care. They know that an hour spent walking in the park today can save them tens of thousands of dollars in medical bills in the future. Do not become the person who spends their health to gain wealth, only to spend all their wealth trying to regain a fraction of their health. As we look toward the rest of 2026, remember that your financial destiny is entirely in your own hands. It does not require you to be a mathematical genius, a Wall Street insider, or a lucky speculator. It simply requires you to be disciplined enough to avoid the common and expensive mistakes that keep most people stuck in the rat race. By plugging these 10 silent leaks, you are not just saving money, you are actively buying back your future time. You are ensuring that your future self will have the choices, the freedom, and the dignity that you have worked so hard to earn over the years. Success is not a grand event. It is a slow and steady process of making slightly better choices every single day. Start by choosing just one of these 10 areas to focus on this week and take immediate action. Cancel that unused subscription service. Check your current insurance rates, or finally set up that $1,000 emergency fund. Each small victory will give you the psychological momentum you need to tackle the next challenge on the list. You have the inherent power to change your financial story and build a legacy of security. Thank you so much for spending this valuable time with me today. I hope these insights help you find the peace, the clarity, and the prosperity that you truly deserve. I look forward to seeing you again in our very next discussion about building a life of meaning and wealth.